Apex, VTS.
Yeah, VTS, Apex.
Update, if you can go to 44 berth, the fender on 45 needs repairing, so if you go to 44 berth, over.
Okay, yeah, on to 44 berth, all covered.
All received, and later on, once the fender's done, we'll then shift you around with 45, but to start with 44 berth, over.
Yeah, all copy, yeah, no problem, cheers.
Rebel Rescue, Southampton BTS. All received, good morning.
Ahoy, shipmates! Unexpected morning departure. Queen Mary 2 has been delayed. She was due away yesterday. She'd had some problems with her Azipods, so she was being worked on, and I noticed there were tugs on there until quite late, so I think they were still trying for a midnight departure, but at some point they've given up. And now we have a 7:30 departure, or 7:15. The colours are pretty nice this morning, I have to say. It's quite a nice sunrise for the arrival of MSC Virtuosa. Still some lovely colours in the sky there. The Solent is looking very calm.
Gateway, Southampton BTS.
And the car park is almost empty at the ferry terminal.
That's all received.
Southampton VTS, MSC Virtuoso, all secure, starboard side 2, 102.
Virtuoso, BTS, all received.
I've only just had the radio on, so I don't know if there's any been any passenger or crew numbers from Queen Mary 2. They must have had a chance to count them all by now, surely. How are the shipmates in the chat? We've got Ahoy there, Deborah Speller. Ahoy there, Catherine Licia. Ahoy there, Thea Love. Ahoy the shipmates. What's it say? Paresh says not seen a cruise ship leave early morning. I've done a few broadcasts in the morning. Not very many. Mainly for times when we have odd ship departures due to repair works or bad weather. That's often what causes it. So if there's some really bad weather, they won't bother going out in the evening. They'll wait till the morning. But you're right, it doesn't happen that often. Out of the sort of 400 or 500 cruise ship movements a year we get, I would say probably less than half a dozen depart early in the morning. Sometimes they arrive early because often they normally arrive in the morning and depart in the evening, late afternoon. But if the weather is bad, sometimes we have had them arrive early, then them arrive late at night or late afternoon. Shipmate Liz McLachlan, up in there in Scotland, and apparently it's still dark up there. Yeah, it's just about light. It was quite nice this morning. But of course you are quite a lot further north and further west. Makes such a difference. Not sure which way Queen Mary 2 is going to turn. I noticed she's still got a tug in assistance. The Spitzer Mercurius. So, and it's not, I don't think it's windy. I mean, conditions look very pleasant this morning. Well, that's the weather. I'm having problems with my shortcut buttons again. Well, we got here, we've got currently about 10 knots with a gentle gust to about 12. 1.3 C. That's the coldest I've seen for a while here in port, that's for sure. Visibility 37 nautical miles. I use my little shortcut button pad to switch between the cameras, but unfortunately one of them seems to have stopped working again. I'm sure that's another software update. Excellent spanner, Monty Burns Wake. He must have been on the radio. He's got some figures for us. 2,347 passengers and 1,257 crew from last night, apparently. Queen Mary 2 has a maximum double occupancy of 2,726, so he's a bit shy of being full. Excellent spanner, Monty Burns Wake. He also says that the Mercurius will assist until Forley, where the Lomax will take over.
Hey, I have a set Southampton VTS.
So, depending on shipmate Daniel there.
Hey, I have a set BTS all received. No reported traffic. Over.
Shipmate Daniel was asking where Queen Mary 2 is off to.
Southampton VDS, Red Osprey, Royal Peter Cows, and copy the Mary swinging the above swing ground.
Red Osprey, yep, may proceed. Red Kestrel, dockhead in. Tug Apex Cadland, head into the ocean dock. Over.
Well, copy, thank you.
BTS, target, finish in the morning, please, back to 37.
All received.
Thank you.
Yeah, Queen Mary 2 is heading transatlantic, so depending on which cruise you actually get on, there's a number of cruises, but obviously you'd probably want to pick the longest one.
Red Eagle VTS, that's all received. No minute traffic.
And that is a 26-day round trip to the Caribbean. So it's 7 nights transatlantic to New York. Then from there...
Peter S. Castro, High Flyer, West Western, continue.
Westcastle Yacht may proceed with caution. Tug bar gate there, leaving 35 round to dockhead.
Thank you.
From there, yes, from New York, she heads down to the Caribbean, calling in at St. Martin's in the Dutch Antilles, then Dominica, Bridgetown in Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Kitts, Port Zanti, then back to New York, and then all the way back to the Port of Southampton, 7 days transit.
busiest, morning please, start beside 2 on 35, just running the rest of the lines.
Morning, peace, DTS, all received.
So you could get on and off in New York. And just do the Caribbean cruise. Monty Burn Wakey was in the chat. I don't know what time the tugs were stood down. I was checking the ship traffic, and I think it was about somewhere near 1 o'clock in the morning, and I could see the tugs were still there, so you must have been up quite late. Well, the shipmates, Andrea, says, good morning, shipmates. We embarking on Queen Victoria next Saturday and then wave directly at your Canberra as well. Thank you, shipmates. We'll look out for your waving. It is indeed a lovely morning, says shipmate Simon Bustin. Yes, it is wonderful out there. There are some lovely views out there. Very golden sunrise this morning. Shipmate Multi Burns finally hit the bunk at 3 a.m. Gosh, yeah, I gave up at about 1 a.m. Yes, that would have been a very long live stream if I'd kept that going, wouldn't it? They must have been having some problems. I wonder if they're all fixed, if she's got tug assistance. I wonder if they're fixed. I did hear the other morning for the first time somebody departed because they, well, I don't know if you noticed, but when the ships depart, they give some figures, normally the depth, number of passengers on board, or number of crew, and any defects. And I don't think I've heard it very many times, but I did hear one the other morning. I heard a defect that one of the ship's bow thrusters were at 80%. So I don't know if there were any defects on Queen Mary 2 when she radioed in. Yes, the tug. These Fitzer Mercurius is giving her a good pull around at the stern there. So I do wonder if she still has some problems.
VTS, Red Jet 7, approaching Northwest Netley. Permission to carry on with speed, please.
Jet 7, yep, may proceed with caution. Red off speed air outbound.
All copy, thank you.
Gateway BGS, all received.
Very rosy looking starts to the day down on Netley Camp. Ahoy there, Sue Hawks. And ahoy there, Nessie Diamond. And ahoy there, Stu Footer. Yeah. Issues on Queen Mary 2 persisting. I don't know when she's due for a refit. Let's see if I can work it out. Somewhere I found on my travels, I found a list of when the ships were due for a refit, but I can't find it anymore.
BGS, Eleanor, finish with the morning piece. Make our way back to 44.
Yes.
Eleanor, BTS, that's all received. Monarch Amanda, BTS. All received.
VTS, Seahorse.
Seahorse, Southampton, BTS.
VTS, Seahorse. Good morning, sir. Just departing Marchard Wharf and I'm bound SGL 3. I've got 2 POB in a draft of 1.3.
Seahorse, BTS, shut may proceed. Queen Mary 2 there, upper swimming grounds. Finishing her swing, she will then be outbound. Over.
VTS, Seahorse. All copy, sir. Thank you very much.
Hi there, Chris Hopper. Thanks for morning stream. I was just looking through to see if I could find some information about when Queen Mary 2's next refit might be, but I couldn't. I failed on that one. She last had a refit in 2023, so probably not due one for a few years. Shipmate Baz Robinson says passengers must be gutted to wake up and still be in Southampton. Oh, no, I don't think so, shipmate. Southampton's wonderful. Couldn't think of a more pleasant place to wake up in than the port of Southampton. I'm sure it won't make much difference to the timetable. She'll easily pick up lost time. I'll have to keep an eye on her tomorrow and see if we can see how fast she's going. Oh, you can see the shadow being cast on the container ship to the right there. There's a silhouette being cast on the container ship of the Queen Mary 2. She's pretty much looking directly at the sun now, I would think. Well, that's neat. I've not seen that before. It's beautifully bright this morning, if, frankly, a little chilly. Shipmates Merker says refit due in March 2027. Yeah, that sounds about right to me. I don't know how you found that out, but well done. Yeah, she may need to go into dry dock before. I remember a couple of years ago, she had an issue going transatlantic, and so she didn't go, had to cancel that cruise, and instead at the last minute had some repair works done, and then went on a short cruise up to Liverpool and back. Our channel sponsor, well, there's shipmate Ross Hallop. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Our channel sponsor Paul from Love Cruise said, you've got to check out this price, and it was a crazy price. It's something like £295 for 4 or 5 nights up to Liverpool and back. And I was very tempted to do it, but at the time I was arriving back on Iona Saturday, and I think this one left Sunday or Monday. No, I didn't really have time to get on board, which was a shame. Plus, I probably didn't have the time to take off work either. Well, the shipmate Jacqueline says, "Hi, Heart, Southampton, born and bred here, and yes, it's very cold here. Yeah, it is. This must be the coldest day I've seen so far this year. I think the temperature last night was due to be something like -2. Or was that tonight? Well, 0. It should be around about 0. It's slightly watered down by the warmer. Well, the shipmate Baz, and he's -2 in Slough. One shipmate Stu says it's 1C in Cowes. I think it's generally a cold morning. I'm guessing people might have some frosts around the place. Now look, we can see the tug at the stern there, helping Queen Mary 2. -0 C4. Our excellent span of Monty Burns Wakey up in Yorkshire. Apparently it feels like -5.
Southampton VTS, Queen Mary 2, yeah, all swung in the upper swing ground proceeding out.
Queen Mary 2, VTS, all received. Tug Apex, west and south for the ocean dock. Over.
It'd be interesting to know exactly what the problems are on Queen Mary 2. Something to do with the azipods. I'm always curious to know these details. Well, the shipmate Nessie Diamond says she's beautiful. My dad was in the Royal Navy and served on HMS Ark Royal. I could watch this all day. Must be in my DNA. I think you're probably right there, shipmate. There's something about it, isn't there? Lovely conditions this morning, though. Seems like it's been a while since we've had a lovely, clear departure. In daylight. Obviously, most of the evening ones now tend to be in the dark. Shipmate gained a price, says one captain, -2 in Oswestry.
BTS Seagreen.
Southampton VTS.
Well, the shipmate Glynis says on board, no announcement yet. I guess it might be a bit early for an announcement.
Sea Green, Southampton VTS.
BTS Seagreen, good morning, sir. Just breaking away from Marchwood Wharf and I'm bound 102 berth. I've got 3 POB and a maximum draft of 1.9.
Sea Green VTS shop may proceed. Queen Mary 2 there, outbound. Over.
BTS Seagreen, all copied, many thanks.
It's looking very calm on Southampton water this morning. Barely a ripple there. Still pretty gentle on the wind. Oh, the temperature's falling. It was 1.5 degrees, now it's 0.9. 83% humidity. Oh, well, there's shipmate Ross Hallam. Says, good morning from Queen Mary 2. He says, surprised to wake up still here. Last update on board was that we were supposed to leave at midnight. But happy you're on the move now. Well, at least you're on the move, yep. And I think this is probably a better time to leave. Obviously, going transatlantic, you're not going to see a great deal of land. So you can enjoy a lovely sunny departure down the stunning Southampton water around the superlative Solent, glowing clockwise around the wonderful Isle of Wight. You can enjoy daytime passage down the English Channel. Shipmate Ross says, I'm on a sheltered balcony on deck 6, about 4 or 5 from the rear on the port side. We wave to the camera as we go by. Okay, excellent, shipmate. I don't think we've had a morning waver before. I think you will possibly be our first morning waver. I've not had that many morning broadcasts. Stephen says, back to 12C next week. I've not looked at that. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Saturday 10. Oh, yeah, quite pleasant. Oh, that's rather annoying. There's lots of rain. Hoping to play some golf on Saturday. That's not going to work. Shipmate Daniel's asking if Disney would have done some Hornies this time of the morning. No, possibly not, shipmate. I'm hoping Queen Mary 2 does. Oh, it's not too early, is it? It's almost 8 o'clock. Don't think that's antisocial to be honking that time of the morning. If she does, she typically honks as she passes Mayflower Park. See a number of people there standing underneath that balcony, underneath the bridge there. Be a great place to be standing in the morning, wouldn't it? Looking straight forward. A commanding view, no less. Pretend you're the captain. Very strong colours this morning. We've got a really orangey glow coming from the sky here. You can see the sun's over there to the left somewhere, slowly climbing up. It's lending some really lovely colours to the sky this morning. Let me move itching cam to the right place. All a bit of a on the hop here. Wasn't expecting to be broadcasting this time in the morning. Surprisingly, it doesn't look like there's anyone down in Mayflower Park. I think even Mr. Whippy has thought better of being down at this time of the morning. Even the water's got a lovely colour this morning, isn't it? Let's have a little look, see if we can see who's up on, any shipmates up on the bridge up here. I think they might be needing their sunglasses. So that's the bridge right above that black strip. That's where the pilot will be. And the captain and the crew, obviously. If we can see the down on the foredeck here. There we go, just about. You can see these items here, the curved items. They're spare propeller blades.
ETS, Red Jet 7. Good morning to you. Town Quay to Cows, please.
There's a whole number of them.
Red Jet 7, yep, may proceed. Queen Mary 2 there, 101 outbound. Red Eagle, reach buoy in.
All safe, thank you.
Yeah, it's normally around about here she honks a horn. I'm not expecting any hornage this morning, unfortunately. They don't often seem to do it first thing in the morning. Barely causing a ripple in the water there as she passes by Mayflower Park here. Quite a number of people out and about on the decks, I've noticed, actually. A few people up on top, a few people walking down the prom deck here.
Southampton VTS, Queen Mary 2, Pierhead outbound now.
Queen Mary 2 VTS all received. Red Eagle, reach buoy inbound and Red Jet 7 leaving Town Quay.
Okay, all received.
Shipmate somewhere towards the stern here. Entirely sure where he is. Oh, I think we spotted them. Towel makes such a difference. Yeah, that lights up really nicely. Very visible. We see you there, shipmates. Enjoy your 7-night cruise to New York, or perhaps you're on for the full distance, going all the way to the Caribbean and back. You can see the very rakish design. I think you're possibly our first morning wavers. Oh, no, we've now got a 3-towel combination. Don't drop any of those towels. They'll be coming out of your expenses if you drop them overboard. It's depending on which cruise you're on. It's either a 7-day transatlantic, and then off you get to New York, or it's a 7-day transatlantic, and then you steam around the Caribbean, and then back to New York, or you stay on for the whole deal.
Southampton BTS, Red Eagle hooking.
Which is a 19 days.
Red Eagle hooking.
Oh, sorry.
Morning. Queen Mary 2, Fascination Dockout.
Which is a 26.
Thank you very much.
26-day returns trip, transatlantic and the Eastern Caribbean. I'd go for the whole 26 days, personally. Very distinctive stern on the Queen Mary 2. Hi there, Elizabeth Leeborn. One thing you notice about Queen Mary 2 compared to some of the other ships, she really sticks above Town Quay Pier here. There's a restriction on flights if you're flying a drone around this area.
BTS, Red Osprey, that's hook out.
And you can't fly it too
Osprey hook
high.
out, thank you. Morning. No reported traffic.
No reported traffic.
But amusingly, the restriction on how high you can fly your drone is less high than Queen Mary 2 is, which I always thought was odd. Gosh, you can really see the patchwork of paint down the side there, can't you? The sun's obviously just at the right angle to show you when they keep touching it up. just been trying to get onto Itching Cam. It's taken a little while to... Server has done some updates.
VTS Apex, all fast here on 44 berth.
Apex, BTS all received. Thank you.
Well, shipmate James Dawson says it was weird last night. She'd been given the all clear to depart, including numbers.
Southampton VTS, with champion.
And then nothing. Yes, I wonder if they were
Good champion, BTS.
still having problems.
VTS with champion, good morning. Request permission to immobilise my engine till approximately 1700 as per the form.
All received, thank you.
And then at the rear we've got the tug in attendance, although I don't think the tug's attached. I think it might just be a precautionary measure. Well, James Dawson, did she report the numbers for party? She reported them last night, so I don't know that she reported them again. To be honest, I didn't have the radio on. That's early, only just as I started broadcasting, I put the radio on. And I did have the numbers. Shipmate Monty Burns Wakey recorded them. Well, shipmate, you for instance, thank you for the early morning live stream. Yeah, well, luckily I happen to be here. Not often I'm necessarily in my cabin this time of the morning. Frequently on the road somewhere. But yeah, some beautiful colours this morning, very clear. Clear, calm, and really chilly. I wonder what the temperature's doing now, because we started off the broadcast around about 1.5 degrees C, and then last time I checked, got down to 0.7. .8, warmed up a little. Well, the shipmate Gaynor says, what a lovely view. She's stunning. Yes, it's a lovely view this morning. The light comes from a slightly different direction, so we get different colours and so on. And it just seems very clear in the mornings. Well, the shipmate Daniel, you're always asking, how do cruise ships do Christmas Day? Do you know what? I've never been on a cruise ship on Christmas time, shipmate. I don't know. I remember in the chat previously.
Hey, Mike. BTS, morning.
Turn that off. I remember previously someone in the chat saying that they were a little disappointed. They ran out of Brussels sprouts on Christmas Day and they only had one Brussels sprout each. But I believe they put up decorations and things. I don't know. As long as Santa knows your AIS location, he should be able to pop down the funnel and deliver your gifts. Yeah, no horns this morning. Can't say I'm surprised. James Dawson says, in this light you can really see the lovely Atlantic bow. Yes, you can. It's great, isn't it? Great lighting in the morning. Comes from different directions, so we get a much better view of the ships. Sometimes in the evening or late afternoon in the summer, there's so much bright sun beaming straight into the camera, it's difficult to get some good shots. Shipmate Elizabeth Leebold says they decorate the ships with Christmas trees and garlands from November. Well, then, shipmate RJ8 Thomas, welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Doesn't look like she's going very fast, does it? Let's have a look. How fast is Queen Mary 2 going? Typically, they go sort of 12, 14 knots down Southampton water. Queen Mary 2's only doing 10 knots. Shipmate James Dawson says he's been on the QE2 near Christmas back in 2002. Christmas market cruise. They even had Santa and reindeer visit. Gosh. Wonder if reindeers need passports. And of course they don't. They're international flyers, aren't they? Holiday shipmate Parish. This morning, Captain, will you be streaming next Wednesday when we leave on Queen Anne? Possibly. It more depends, really, sometimes if I can get back in time. Especially with the departures today, they tend to be at 4 o'clock. So that'd be a little tricky for the captain to get back in time. Queen Anne, there's no update on her morning departure time yet. Next Wednesday, there's actually 2 ships, the Aurora and the Queen Anne. Yeah, probably I shall try my best.
Michelle, Southampton VTS, morning.
Southampton VTS, Michelle, just passing Southward Memorial outbound. Today we pass over the new ground, going on the main channel between St. Helen and Abyss. Maximum draft 5.9, crew members 80, passenger figures 121, 121. No dangerous cargo on board. Thank you.
Michelle, Southampton VTS, all received, thank you. Traffic information, 8 miles south of the nav tower is the Taragan Ronsky Zaliv, coming in for a port to the pilot.
All copy, thank you, madam.
Tagan Rodsky Zaliv, Tagan Rodsky Zaliv, Southampton VTS, calling you channel 12.
Started to look a little hazy over there towards the Isle of Wight. For a bit of size comparison here, the Queen Mary 2 and one of the red funnels.
In London, some VTS all received, thank you. Nothing inbound from the west.
Lomax, Queen Mary 2.
Queen Mary 2, Lomax, morning.
Yeah, morning guys. You happy to go to channel 10?
Channel 10.
James Dawson's been reading on some forums, apparently.
DT, Southampton VTS.
Apparently problems with one of the azipods. Something to do with the internal windings. The azipods are essentially big electric motors that spin around under the ship, enabling thrust. So I wonder which bit is broken. I guess it's not the propulsion aspect of it, maybe it's the turning aspect of it.
Felix, DT, Southampton VTS, yes, if it's safe to do so, and it doesn't go in the water, over.
VTS, Red Kestrel, straight away from Roper.
Red Kestrel, VTS, Red Eagle, Northwest Netley in, and clearance to proceed, thank you.
Or their SE media? No, with the Zidane, who is in Southampton as well. Yes, it'd be interesting to know exactly what the problems are with the azipods, but obviously it's not affecting propulsion, it just seems to be manoeuvrability.
Southampton BTS, good morning. Red Eagle passing northwest deadly inbound. Permission to proceed with speed caution.
Red Eagle VTS, yes, clearance to proceed, thank you.
Thank you.
Tagan Rodsky Zalev. Tagan Rodsky Zalev. Southampton VTS, calling you channel 12.
That's a complicated name for a ship, isn't it? Right, there we go. We're talking about these azipods, which is why the Queen Mary 2 is leaving late, and I've just realised that it may not be abundantly clear to everyone what the azipods are. No, this is underneath the ship, and these are the azipods. As you can see, there's actually 4 of them. Essentially, they're big electric motors, and they drive propellers. One of the advantages is they can spin around. They're on a pivot here, and they can spin all the way around, which aids in manoeuvring. I'm wondering if it's just one of these pods, as the driver's gone bad in it. In that case, they've got 3 more to use. Or if it's the fact that they can't rotate it round. You would have thought the rotating mechanism would have been internal inside the ship. So, I'm sure these rear pods would be more effective for manoeuvring than the front pods. I don't know. There you go. That's the azipods. So there's some fault somewhere with one of those, or more than one of those, or with some way of steering them. Well, the ship back to Cliff Hunter. It says very early start for Atlantic crossing. Yeah, which is, it's either a very early start or a very late start, depending on how you view it. She was due to depart yesterday afternoon. She's got some mechanical problems with her azipods. They were working on it till late last night. Then she was due to depart at midnight, but I think they were still working on it. And then she departed this morning, unusually.
Gateway. Southampton BTS, calling you channel 12. Gateway, Southampton BTS, good morning. Question, what is your maximum saltwater draft, please? Gateway, Southampton BTS, all received, thank you.
BTS Mercurius been stood down by the Queen Mary 2, heading back to 45.
Curious BTS will receive, thank you.
Ah, interesting. I've just been reading. So in fact, these 2 pods here are fixed. The most forward, I didn't think they would look very good for manoeuvring. So these pods are fixed. These are thrust pods, and also these ones are also thrust pods, but these ones are for manoeuvring, so they can spin round and assist the ship in manoeuvring. So perhaps if one of the thrust motors in the steering pods has gone, maybe that's causing the issue. She would be down 50% on steering effort or thrusting effort when in port. And I can see that being an issue. Need a bit of tug assistance. Not as manoeuvrable as she could be. There we go. Nope, no, that's wrong. That's box cam. They might be doing some more work in the car park. It was very busy yesterday.
Michelle, Sam to VTS, all received, port down, thank you.
Yeah, apparently she's had some work on and off replacing bearings in the pods. And there you go, there's the other tugs taking over. Yeah, swapping of tug duties down here. The Svitzer Mercurius is heading back up, and now the Svitzer Lomax is taking over. I think it's just a precautionary measure. It's the propulsion system on the Queen Mary 2 apparently is quite revolutionary. A unique setup, apparently. One of the big advantages of having the podded drives is it frees up space internally, which will be taken up with shafts and motors and rudders. Allows more space for luxurious accommodations on board. Yes, apparently there's been several problems with the pods over the years. Shipmate Leeborn's asking, does it mean that Queen Mary 2 will have to have a new Azipod fitted in dry dock before her refit in 2027? I would think so. I can't imagine. If one of the pods is dead, she's only got 75% thrust, which means she won't be able to hit her top speed. And also, manoeuvrability is not so good in port, which means constantly paying for tugs. So I think You'd think at some point they'd have to replace it. That'd be a long time. 18 months with a pod down, but maybe that's the way to go. Excellent Spanner Carmen's wondering if it's safe to cross the Atlantic. Well, I suppose she's got 4 motors, so if one's not working, she's still got 3 more motors. She'd be able to cross, even if she lost another motor. She's still got 2 more. So I suppose that's a bit like a jumbo jet, could fly on less engines. I suppose she could run on 1 pod. It'd be very slow, but it wouldn't be unsafe, would it?
Seven BTS, good morning. Traffic information, Queen Mary 2, passing SO, outward bound, and she'll be clear channel.
It does look very tall, Queen Mary 2, when you see her on the water. Really high waterline, really high freeboard. It's the transatlantic design. I'm wondering if Swifty's awake this morning or Jessie C. over on the island. I'm not sure they are. Camera is pointing nothing in particular. Oh, the shipmate Tomboy30. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for becoming a member of the channel. Make your way down to the galley. I normally say grab yourself a mug of grog. It's probably a bit early for grog. Maybe just grab yourself a mug of Joe. And make use of the member benefits. Like joining our Discord server, which you'll find a link to in your benefits. And the shipmate SE Media 25, member for 7 months. Well, thanks for your continued support of the channel, shipmate. I should be heading off to the Christmas market in Winchester tomorrow. Make a little film of that. It's the Christmas market time of year. We got on Friday, just MSC Posier at 7:30. Now I'm going to go to the Christmas market at
Tagan Rodsky, Zalev, Southampton BTS. Good morning. Question: what is your maximum saltwater draft, please? And question: number of crew on board, please. Question: yes or no, are you carrying any dangerous cargo? Tagamrodsky, the Lieutenant to VTS. All received, thank you. Please keep a good listening watch on 12 and 09. And question: what time are you boarding your pilot? All understood, sir. And question: which pilot boarding ground are you proceeding to? That's all received, thank you. Traffic information, there's one ferry outbound. She's passing through St Helens now, Mont Saint Michel. She'll be out over the new ground.
VTS, Will Jive, sorry.
Jive, VTS.
Yeah, morning, just away from 21 berth with a couple of small link float pontoons round to Royal Pier, please.
Well, Jive, 7 to VTS, all received, thank you. Mercurius is at Western Shaft, back in for the ocean door.
That's all received, thank you.
Yes, so I probably won't.
VTS Mercurius.
Probably will be back in time on Friday.
Curious, VTS.
Just check me out, clear to go on 45, are we?
I believe so, just stand by one.
Yeah, Christmas market.
Defender that was affected is ahead of where we will be tying up, so it should be okay. But yeah.
Curious, VTS. Yeah, that's fine then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Chris, I should go to the Christmas market about 5 o'clock when it's dark. It's going to be very cold on Friday evening. It'll probably take me an hour or so to walk around the Christmas market. So that'll take me to about 6, and then I'm going to get back into port. I might be back in time for MSC Preziosa. It's a big Christmas market, though, Winchester.
Southampton VTS, Queen Mary 2, just approaching the Hook Buoy outbound main channel east, not intending to use the deep water rate this morning.
Queen Mary 2, Southampton VTS, all received, thank you. Traffic in for more information near Ghibli. She was supposed to be boarding 0945 at Eastleigh, but it's delayed.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Shipmate James Dawson's off to the launch of the East Midlands Railway's new Aurora trains with work. Gosh, it sounds exciting. New trains? You can see the red jet there just in the distance. Some interesting views this time of morning. It's not often I spend a time on the cameras in the morning, especially not for a departure. The tug looks closer than it actually is. It looks like it's really close to the ship. Well, I suppose it is close to the ship, but it's not as close as it looks. There we go. Not as close as it looks. And what's up at front? That's the SP right at the front there. Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone's manning the cameras down on the Isle of Wight. Well, shipmate Tomboy 30, it's nice to be a member of the channel, or welcome aboard, shipmate. I think you've just become a member, haven't you? Pleasure to have you on board, shipmate. Make sure you join our Discord server as well, shipmate. Hello there, Richard Baldwin. There's good morning, Captain and shipmates. Which does remind me, a bit out of sequence this morning, but in case you're wondering, I am the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel, broadcasting to you live and direct from the port of Southampton. And that's probably, I don't know, it's like an hour and a half, 90 minutes on the Captain's Banner Bingo. We don't normally live stream in the mornings, but this is a bit of a special occasion with a late departure of Queen Mary 2, heading off transatlantic. Have a little check on the weather again, shall we, on my little app. See what the winds are looking like. Not too bad. Yes, not too bad at all. There's so the green is quite calm here in the English Channel. It is a little bit windier, 20-ish knots. And then across the Atlantic, all the way to New York. It looks pretty good, just occasional bit of wind. But yeah, that's generally very nice. A bit windier down here, near the Canaries. The Azores. But yeah, generally, very nice indeed. And all over the Caribbean, wonderful. Just passing Cowshot Spit there is the Queen Mary 2. That's one of the advantages of the weather in the winter. You often get smoother water when conditions are calm. In the summer, the land tends to be hot. The water cold, so you always get drafts coming in. It just causes a bit of chop on the water. Whereas in the wintertime, you get some beautifully calm and flat days. See the spray coming off of red jets there as it's shooting up Southampton water. You just see Queen Mary 2 making the turn around Cowshot Spit now. I suppose that's why the tug's there for. She's obviously got some steering ability, but just not good manoeuvrability in port.
On to Michelle, Solent to VTS, all received. Thank you. Safe on the passage.
Oh, excellent spell of com. I was going to go to Bradbridge Garden Centre with a friend, but she cancelled. Bradbridge Garden Centre is... do I know that one? Is that the one down Kiln Lane? Yeah, it is the one down Kiln Lane. Yeah. Shipmate Jacqueline wondering what Queen Mary 2 would look like next to Queen Mary. I suspect quite a bit bigger. Some lovely shots this morning over here from the Isle of Wight. You can see the tug there lurking around the stern.
VTS Red 7 passing Northwest Netland, permission to continue speed.
Red 7 VTS, yes, clearance to proceed. Traffic information, will drive past the ocean dock. She's in for Royal Pier area with some small pontoons and so.
VTS, that's received, thank you.
Hello, what did you make, Garris? Welcome aboard, shipmate. Mate, thanks for becoming a member of the channel. Make your way down to the galley, grab your cup of coffee, probably, this time of the morning, and make use of the channel member benefits, such as Discord server. I was trying to get AI to generate an image of Queen Mary 2 and Queen Mary, and this is a good example of where AI trips up. Occasionally I use it to generate little bits and pieces, and it does quite good. It's quite good at generating abstract things. Well, not abstract, but things that aren't necessarily too important to be accurate. But this is what it's generated for an image of Queen Mary and Queen Mary 2. Now, that looks quite like Queen Mary. That looks nothing like Queen Mary 2. I mean, it's got one red chimney on the top, and it says Queen Mary 2 along the side, but that looks nothing like Queen Mary 2 whatsoever. I don't know what's going on there.
Oh, BTS morning. Bulldog Hunt to BTS all received, thank you. What's your maximum length overall? Bulldog Hunt to BTS received, thank you. Traffic information, Queen Mary 2 is approaching Bourne Gap, outbound to the east.
Jimmy Harris has just woken up. What's happening? The last I saw was she was supposed to leave midnight. She was due away at midnight, but apparently they've been having some issues with the Azipod drives, hence the tug at the stern there. So she's got 4 pods underneath which drive the Azipods.
BTS Kestrel, hook out.
Kestrel, hook out, thank you.
It appears that one of the pods is not happy, it's not functioning well. And when we talk about pods, I'll show you what we mean. So this is underneath the Queen Mary 2. So these 4 pods are what drives the ship along. The 2 at the back there, they are forward-facing ones, and they only
BTS Spartina
provide drive.
Spartina, BTS.
And then these...
Yeah, good morning. We're breaking away from 22 berth to do fender inspections on 31 berth.
Morning, all received, thank you.
And these 2 at the stern also provide thrust, but they also swivel around like shopping trolley wheels, and they allow for manoeuvring. And I think what's happened is one of these is not functioning. So she doesn't have the manoeuvring capability that she should do. Hence the reason for the tug following as she heads down Southampton water and departing. So I hope that brings you up to speed, shipmate. Yes, I suppose it was a good idea of size. Yeah. Yes, my very bad AI image of Queen Mary 2 alongside of Queen Mary.
Southampton VTS, the Caroline A.
Caroline A, Santa BTS, morning.
Good morning to you. Well, I finally made it. She's 5.5 apparently. Outward bound for Antwerp. 15 plus myself on board.
Caroline A, Southampton BTS, all received, thank you. Traffic information. The Ghibli, boarding approximately 9:45 East Leap.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how long the tug will stay. Probably she heads around Bramblesbank past Cows, and there's not a lot of steering involved, but the tug might stay for quite some time. Especially if there's traffic in the Solent, so the tug might stay on until the sort of the Nab Tower, and she's pretty much in clear water there. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how long the tug stays. Shipmate Grumpy Paw says, Captain Shopping Trolley Wheels is probably the best description I've ever for describing the Azipods. That's what they do. They just spin around like shopping trolley wheels. Someone asked me before about it, and I couldn't think of of a comparison, and suddenly that popped to mind. Shipmate Tomboy 30. Oh, just ordered the hoodie off the website. Oh, excellent shipmate. I must get myself one. I did have one of my own hoodies, and then I lost it. Yeah, something for me to sort out for Christmas. Some wonderful images this morning, though. Very bright and shiny, if a little cold. Even the beach huts look very bright and shiny over there on Cowshot Beach. Although I can't imagine too many people using them this morning. Stunning shots today. Well, shipmate Gareth Lawrence asks if there'll be a live stream today. Not today, shipmate. I've got to be out and about today. There won't be a live stream today, but it would be at... It should be on the cameras. It's MSC Virtuosa.
VTS, Caroline A.
She's departing at 8 o'clock.
Caroline A, VTS.
Yeah, that's us at stations and about to commence singling up breakaway in due course.
Caroline A, Southampton VTS received clearance to proceed.
And we'll be using the North Channel.
Cowshot tidal gauge 3.32.
It's been quite a lovely morning for the departure of Queen Mary 2. Great views heading down Southampton Water. Get up, watch the wonderful views, enjoy a breakfast, and then by the time you've down to the cabin and tidied yourself up, you'll be in the English Channel. Oh, shipmate James Dorsey, she's missing a tender. I think she might be. I did see one being lowered in the other day when she came into port. She was moving along and they were lowering it in as she was going. I can't say I'd seen that before, but I think that's because she was docking starboard side too, and the tender was on the starboard side. I think it's over in Hythe being repaired, maintained, serviced.
Right off for VTS traffic information, Queen Mary 2 approach the Prince Consort outward bound to the east. The Caroline A singling up SN number 7 shortly outbound.
Southampton VTS, Lomax, clear of Queen Mary just south of West Bramble and returning to SA.
Lomax VTS with the traffic information, Caroline A underway shortly from SN number 7.
Copy, thank you.
Yep, well, there you go. That's the Tug Lomax just radioed in. Pick a Tug Lomax up all the way from over here. Excellent. I'm really pleased with my new antenna location. Anyway, Tug Lomax ready, and she's done her duties. Queen Mary 2 now. Pretty much it's straight line from here, and then she can cope with the rest of it.
VTS, this is Red Eagle. Red Eagle, over.
Red Eagle, VTS.
VTS, intentions to shortly depart for Cal's mission to sail.
Red Eagle, Southampton VTS, yep, clearance to proceed, thank you. No reported traffic at the moment.
VTS, this is Red Eagle, all acknowledged, out.
Well, have you enjoyed this early morning live stream, shipmates? Well, not that early. On this beautiful sunny day, even though temperatures are barely... What are we looking at now, temperature-wise? I've got to go outside shortly. Oh, 1.3 C. Yikes. It's going to be a cold day. So anyway, perhaps the glorious pictures of Queen Mary 2 will keep you warm. So I hope you enjoyed that one, shipmates. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. It helps the channel out massively. People keep telling me that they come across the channel and they're very pleased and they really enjoy it, but they didn't know about it. So if you make sure you're subscribed, it spreads the word. And of course, if for all those people who have joined and become members today, many thanks for your support of the channel, and to all my existing members, PayPal donors, Patreons, many thanks for your continued support. And of course, many thanks to Blue Spanner crew, who, by the sounds of it, especially with Monty Burns Wakey, who was up till 3 o'clock last night or this morning, and then up early again this morning. I think he'll be Monty Burns Wakey. He'll be having a little afternoon nap, I would imagine. Hope you enjoyed that one, shipmates. Until next time.
On the move.
Caroline A, VTS received, thank you.